Welcome back into Coach's Corner East. I'm your host, Mike Sparks, on this Wednesday, the 11th of January at Colonel Crawford Intermediate School, and we're getting ready to talk to Coach Shelli Ashley and some of the female swimmers on the very successful swim program here at Colonel Crawford. Before we talk to them, I want to remind you that we're brought to you in part by Lee Plymouth and Brad Seibert at the Plymouth Insurance Group, Gallion and Bucyrus, North Central State College in Mansfield, the Crawford Success Center, North Walnut Street across from the courthouse in Bucyrus, Phil and Sue Schreck at Phil's Deli just east of the Pizza Hut at the Bridge in Gallion, John Rolls at John's Auto Repair Specialist, 800 Scott Street in Crestline. Shelli Ashley is back, and it's good to see you again. And I think we spoke last time right about the time the season was just getting ready to start, maybe one meet in, and you've had some other ones that have come up here way back on the 3rd of December. Went over to the Friendly House where the girls got second out of 10 teams, the boys second out of 12, and your sophomore Landon Suter, top male performer, and freshman on the girls' side, Ava Finnan, who's here tonight, number 4 now at that time in the Colonel Crawford top 10 in the 200 freestyle, 2:02:14, bumping out Coach Shelli Ashley from the top 10. She bumped you out. How'd that make you feel?
You know, actually really awesome, because I still had a part of it, and it's fun to watch them, and I give them a hard time, but I think it's awesome. So.
Yeah, I think anytime one of the players can break your own record, I think that's a real testament. And I saw that, I just kind of chuckled a little bit. I thought, that's pretty neat. I got to ask that question. So congratulations to you on that. On the 14th, you swam against Gallion. The girls won 69-23, boys handily 71-19, and Coach Temple has a nice program over there, maybe down a few numbers this year compared to past, but still they're going to give you some good competition. And then on 12-17, the Northwest Classic, NOW Classic, the girls took 4th. That was up at BG, correct? Mm-hmm. 4th place behind 3 Division I schools. Colonel Crawford was the top Division II team, and all of you gals got to feel pretty doggone good about that. Talk about how proud you were of this group plus all the rest of the girls in hitting that.
Oh, they all had amazing swims. It was a great chance to see kind of where relays stand, some individual events, prelim final meet, which is always fun. BG pools, kind of magic. I've always said it's just a magical place, and I don't know, like it was just great to see some of these swims, and they were super happy with them, and it was a good time with the team, I guess.
Yeah, your girls finalists, Abby Martin, Riley Ritzoff, Ashton Rickel, Bryn Bruner, and Ava Finnan, all except Riley here tonight. So congratulations to you on, our freshman Bryn Bruner gets the number 10 spot in the Colonel Crawford top 10 in the 200 individual, 2:23.77, and 3rd in the 100-meter backstroke, 1:03.26. On the guys' side, sophomore Landon Suter moved to number 9, from number 9 to number 4 in the CC top 10 in the 100 backstroke, 57.62. Ava Finnan, 3rd on the CC top 10 in the 200 freestyle, 1:59.49. 4th in the 100 freestyle, 53.34. And sophomore Ashton Rickel, 3rd in the Colonel Crawford top 10 100-meter fly, 1:02.24, and 3rd in the 100 fly. Let's see, I can't be both. Or did she? No, that's one of. Yeah, I wonder why I had that twice. Yeah, 3rd in the 100 fly, 1:02.24. So you have to be proud of all of those young people, and talk about even too maybe some that aren't breaking records, what they're doing to help the overall cause.
I mean, there's 14 girls on the team, and we truly can't do what we do without all 14 of them. So I think sometimes they're a little bit in the shadows or feel that way at times, but I honestly, those girls work so hard, and they're so valuable to our team. We could not win championships, we couldn't win the meets without every single one of them. So, and I think these guys would all agree, like, they are just as important. Every one of them is just as important as the other.
Yeah, for sure. You went to Oak Harbor earlier in the week. Talk about that. How was that? I didn't see any statistics out of it, but how'd that go?
Swam really well. Bryn is now in the top 10 in her 500 free, so that was a really great swim. Relays were very competitive. We didn't, we kind of played with some different things. We're not real sure exactly how things are going to fall in relays. So I was really happy with where we were. Port Clinton and Oak Harbor are huge competition in our district, and we were up against them, and we held our own. I don't remember, like, I think there was one that we beat, one maybe we didn't. But the splits were awesome. And then the 400 free relay, after a very long day, like we left at 6:45 in the morning, and it was probably like 8 o'clock at night. It was late.
Wow.
And Ashton and Abby were actually sitting beside me. They were not in that relay that night, and we were watching their splits, and it was just like their eyes got big, and the excitement, it was like it renewed all the excitement of the season because they could see the potential. Like you could just see, oh my gosh, we can do big things. So
Good.
that was a really cool moment to share with these two, but watch these guys in the water having great times.
Awesome. Very good. Take a moment before we talk to the young ladies around the table. We're brought to you in part by Steve Kurtzman, Associates at Innovative Recycling, 352 South Street in Gallion. Coach Tim Plumley at Mohican Sports Medicine in Bucyrus. John Cross at Cross Carpet and Custom Floors, 302 North Seltzer Street, downtown Crestline. Abby Martin's up first, the lone senior here tonight. And I think as I look at this and I see these results, and it's all great, and you're placing and all these records are being broken, but for you particularly, as I see each of these meets and I talk about them, started to hit home that you're coming down that final turn and the home stretch of your swimming career that you've been involved in here the last 4 years.
It actually has, the past few weeks especially, and today honestly it hit really hard just because the season, like, it's gone really fast, but at the same time it's gone slow. Mm-hmm. So I didn't really realize how close we are to the finish line until today. And then I was like, wow, we're almost done. Senior night is literally next week.
Is it really?
So, and then after that, it's just boom, 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 fast, and then it's done.
Yeah, and once you get in the tournament, there's no promise. It's no, well, we'll get it the next time we hit the pool or anything like that. If you don't qualify, you're kind of done. And I don't think we're going to really expect that because of the numbers that you're posting. Health-wise, are you feeling pretty good at this point of the season? Have enough in the tank where you're going to be able to max out here near the end?
Oh yeah, I'm feeling great right now.
Okay.
I believe great things are coming, and my body feels good right now. And health-wise, I'm great.
Where is the biggest thing? What are some of the things you really have to say, I got to get after it, I got to get these things improved quickly as we head into the final portion of the season?
I got to say, it's honestly just little things. We've been working on that a lot this season, just improving the little things and minor details in our races so that we can improve our times. So each practice I'm trying to improve my turns, do better streamlines, do better starts, all that nice stuff.
All right, very good. Well, I hope we may not get to talk one more time if the boys come back, and it's been a pleasure talking with you over the years, both volleyball and swimming. You're a very, very accomplished athlete, and the other things that you do, and I just wish you the best of luck. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. Ashton Rickle, who got a real nice taste of state action last year, now back as a sophomore. What's changed from where you were last year and the experience that you had to where you're at right now?
I think I'm in a better mental place last year.
So would I be right in saying, okay, the strokes are the same, and physically I'm doing the same thing, but I'm running a smarter race now? I'm swimming a smarter race?
Yeah, I think another year older, and I have more experience. Like last year, I was swimming for the first time, and now I have some experience behind my belt, and it's just a little easier.
Yeah. How has that really made you better this year from the mental side of it? Because let's face it, the physical side, you just do what you do. You move your arms, you move your legs, you get your turns, you get your starts, so on. So how has that mental toughness helped you?
I just feel like it's just better because I know that I worked hard last year, and it gives me the confidence to work hard again this year so I can get to the same place again.
Yeah, sure. And when you look at the two young ladies sitting next to you who were in your position last year, and you see the things that they're doing as freshmen, what kind of advice have you imparted to them as the wise sophomore now?
I just feel like they need to focus on being a team player,
Mm-hmm.
and making sure they make the relays count because it's for everyone and not just themselves.
Yeah, very good. It can be so much of an individual sport, but when you get in that relay situation, you're one of four that you have to do your part, play your role, and help the overall team aspect. Well, I hope you continue to do what you need to do, get tough on that mental side, and make your way back to the natatorium down in Canton. That would be a great 2 for 2, right? Very good. Thanks for coming out. Bryn Bruner is up next, and it's been pretty impressive to see these numbers and the things you're doing as a freshman. And have you ever thought, wait a minute, I'm not supposed to be doing this. I'm just a freshman. I'm breaking Colonel Crawford records already. I didn't expect this at all. Or was it kind of one of those, yeah, okay, I'll just do my thing and I'll get my name up there and we'll see how many more I can break. What's been that mindset?
I try not to look at the top 10, try not to memorize it, so I can just go in and swim and race. I do have my best races when I'm not thinking. I just race the person next to me or see how far ahead I can get from them. Yeah, that's pretty sound advice for a young person, and I'm glad to hear that. Did you even know at the time as you were running or swimming the race that you thought, well, gosh, I'm having a really good time now, or is it kind of all after the fact, hey, by the way, you got this record? I mean, like when I was swimming the 100 back, when I got top 3, I was like, I feel really good. And I was like, I'm a little ahead of my competition. I was like, I need to finish hard. And when I touched the wall before I looked at my time, I was like, that better be a good time because I am really tired.
You left it all out.
Yeah.
Swimming at the junior high is certainly different than the competition you're seeing now. You're going up against juniors, seniors that have been through the ropes, have seen it all, done it all. How have you personally reacted to that and not let their experience kind of overshadow you or get in your head, so to speak?
I try not to, I get stressed out before a couple races, so I really just like the dual meets to just try and go out and have fun. That's harder said than done. I get really nervous, even for the little things. But I just try and race because, again, if I race, then my times are usually always really good.
Did you get shook up at Bowling Green with that big pool, or did it kind of motivate you?
I felt really good in warm-ups, and I was like hitting my paces really good and everything, and it felt easy. So I knew, I was like, I feel good. I'm gonna swim good. And I had my suit on, so I knew I was gonna pretty much swim good. And I think having everyone else just really it was really hyped there, especially for finals. Everyone was really hyped in the relays and everything. Outstanding. Well, continued success. Hopefully you as an individual, your entire team can go really deep into the tournament and hopefully take a lot of you down to Canton this year. Thanks for coming out and continued success. You bet. Ava Finnan is here as well, another freshman, and you got to be happy to have other freshmen with you that you can commiserate. But talk about how much you've had to lean on the older group that's been through it, like Abby, like Riley, where you could say, hey, I'm really, no pun intended, a fish out of water here. I've never experienced anything like this. Help me through these tough times that I'm having.
Well, I met Abby really, first of all, kind of in summer swim, so I kind of met her there. She kind of taught me the ropes a little bit before then, so when I got to high school, I was really nervous, and all the seniors, I kind of watched how they reacted to the swims and how they swam, and I was like, oh, this isn't as bad as I would think. So they kind of helped me, me watching them, how they reacted to swimming against other different age groups, so it was easier for me to figure out.
So I asked Coach Shelli here, what was it like to have a record broken by you? What did it feel like for you to beat your coach's record?
Well, I was really determined, and it was awesome. But I also kind of felt bad because
at least you're being honest. I appreciate your honesty.
I was like, oh, I just took the 100 record, but I was really excited because I knew I was moving up on that record on the top 10 list. Yeah,
that's good. What's the greatest experience that you think that you've kind of got in your pocket right now from, let's say, 3/4 of the year so far as a freshman?
I just think the sportsmanship between everyone there. I think that we all get along very, very well. The whole team does, and I feel like I can help with that when I'm older.
Yeah.
And a senior like Abby and Riley and all the other seniors, I feel like I can help out and be a good role model just like they are.
Have you, in your opinion, and your teammates swam your best so far this year, or is that yet to come?
I feel like we have swam our best. Yeah, we got some good times at at Bowling Green, and then the last swim meet that we just had, we all got some good times. So I feel like we can move ahead pretty far this last couple of meets that we're going to have.
Well, enjoy the experience, and again, hopefully you can get down and have a really neat experience down at Canton at the state tournament. That would be so great to get so many of you down there. So continued success. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. One final break here before we wrap up. The show's brought to you in part by Terry Gribble and Associates at your Gallion Community Center, YMCA. Dr. Erica Shebrick, Bucyrus Veterinary Service, 222 West Mary Street in Bucyrus. Rod Steiger and Associates at the Pizza Hut in Gallion and Bucyrus, host of our show since 1992. And Lou Ann Krebs at River's Edge Embroidery, Screen Printing and Signs, the official phone board t-shirt provider, Route 309 across from the Marion Depot. Shelby, last night, right? You were at Shelby?
Mm-hmm.
How'd that go?
It was a dual meet, so dual meets are never, it's more of a time to kind of play with things, events, put them in off events. We kind of use it as just a good time to race, and Shelby has a good team. So dual meets are more just, hey, let's see where things fall.
Yeah, when you said that, the first thing that popped in my mind was some of these dual track meets that I see where a guy or a gal that normally does shot put and disc is thrown into the 100-meter dash, and it's that tinkering that you talk about. This Saturday you have your own sprint invite here. How many teams will be here, and what are you looking forward to with that?
I think 9. Again, we're still kind of playing with some relay stuff. Like I said, we're not real sure where chips are going to fall with that, so we're kind of using that meet to kind of play with some of those things and see how things fall. And I think Ava's excited to do her 25 free again because, they all are. That's one lap. You don't do that in high school, so she's excited.
Good. And then coming up a little later near the end of this month, you got the NCOSL meet here, which is basically your league meet, and always a great place to have it here. And that's just really a precursor of what's to come. I know you're still going to go back to the Port Clinton, the GIPE relays, right, which I've heard so much about, not only from you, but I think Gallion as well, and the whole shenanigans that go on there. Yeah. But that's just, that's really priming the pump for what's coming after, and when you really put the pedal to the metal. And I'm sure that you're continuing to push not only the girls, but the guys as well, to really start to focus on what's ahead of them, right?
Yeah, today I started practice and said, what is today? And said January 11th. I said, what's happening February 11th? And some jaws dropped. I think Abby's was one of them of, oh my gosh, it's a month away. And I'm like, it's a month away. So we really have, like she said, really been honing in on those minor details, and it's paying off. Like some of the underwater stuff and things, it's paying off. Once we put it all together at the end and add in the taper, I think it'll be good for them.
Very good. Well, again, congratulations, ladies. Wish you the best of success. It'll be the boys' time in 3 weeks, and then that'll be it. We won't get to see you because hopefully you'll be down in Canton the last time we will be here for winter sports, and we hope that a lot of young people will be down there with you, and continued success on the Colonel Crawford swim team. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Hey, coming up tonight, 7:30, WQEL, boys high school basketball. It'll be Crestline at Gallion. Tomorrow, we have Ohio State men's basketball. They're going to be at Value City Arena taking on the Golden Gophers of Minnesota. Coverage beginning at 5:45. Friday night, it's a Battle of Route 602 boys version. Last night we had the girls version as Colonel Crawford travels to Buckeye Central up in New Washington. That game will be approximately 7:30 on WQEL. I'll be in for the Friday night phone board right after that. Busy day on Saturday the 14th. Girls high school basketball will be Colonel Crawford of Bucyrus on WBCO right around 1 o'clock. We'll have Ohio State women's basketball on WQEL. They'll be in Lincoln, Nebraska, taking on the Lady Cornhuskers of Nebraska. And we'll have high school boys basketball Saturday night on WQEL. It'll be Crestline at Cardington, and Will Beard sitting in for the Saturday night phone board right after that. Thanks to everyone here at Colonel Crawford High School, especially Athletic Director Jake Bruner. Thanks to my camera operator John Kreider, and thank you to Colonel Crawford winter coaches David Sheldon, Zach Bauer and his team, and Shelli Ashley and her team. And thank you to our sponsors, most of all, everyone tuning in on the Facebook Live and Crawford County Now YouTube page. For WQEL Sports, this has been Mike Sparks reminding you, as always, a spirit with a vision is a dream with a mission. Have a good night, everybody.